The last time that Swansea were in the top flight back in the 80s, they actually managed to challenge for the title. Any chance for a repeat?
No. And if you were being ungenerous, you might describe Swansea as the poor man's Wigan. For obvious reasons, the blueprint that Brendan Rodgers is building on was put in place by Martinez, and it's a very nice blueprint. They strive to play a nice, attractive, slick brand of passing football on the ground, and they've got some really tidy players in there. What they don't have at the moment, and there's still a month to go before the end of the transfer deadline, is muscle that Wigan have with the likes of Mohamed Diame. So in the Premier League, they will need, you imagine, more steel to go with their style. Although that point actually will probably be made in their first few matches when they play Wigan and Arsenal, two teams who could be considered templates for what Swansea hope to achieve in the future.
Have they got a lot of work to do in the transfer market between now and the season proper?
Yes, they do, because they're quite a small team, both in numbers and even physically. And one obvious area that they need to address, and which Brendan Rodgers is currently trying to address, is in goals. They don't have a proper goalkeeper on their books at the moment because De Vries, who was their main man last season, has gone to Wolves.
I'm sure Manuel Almunia might be available if they were really desperate.
He might well be, and he could at least offer one quality that the Swansea team doesn't have at the moment. That's Premier League experience, because like Norwich, they have a lot of players who thrived in the lower leagues last season, but haven't done it at the highest level yet. So, for example, Scott Sinclair, who was discarded by Chelsea but had a brilliant season last season in the Championship, scored a lot of goals from out wide on the left. Can he do it now at this highest level? That remains to be seen. They also, of course, lost during the summer Borini, who scored a good number of goals for them last season, but they have replaced him at least already. They got Danny Graham, who was the Championship's top scorer last season with Watford. Again, no Premier League experience. And then on the other wing, they have Nathan Dyer, who again revelled in the Championship last season. Can he do it in the top flight this season? These are the questions that only time will answer.
To what extent will home advantage be a factor for them? Because obviously not a lot of Premier League teams will have gone to Swansea in a while, and it's probably going to be quite a welcome for them.
Yeah, it will be quite a raucous welcome, and Stoke, for example, have benefited to a degree from that, but it's only a small degree. I think the intimidation from fans only gets you so far, and that they are definitely going to have to improve, particularly solidity, to stay afloat.